Great depth in this message portrays the sense for conflict resolution. In its line, the message says peace, love, and humanity. And I also very clearly quote in the Holy Bible, I quote Hosea 7:8, for they have sown the wind, and they shall reap the whirlwind, unquote. The word is entering into the era of advanced learning. All those who will lag behind will suffer economically and socially. The time of might of pen is showing the might of gun, and writing is superseding the war. I will stress upon you to put all your energies in the education sector. It is a long-term investment and will bear fruit in times to come. I want to know that what gift you would like to give to your children for the future. What inheritance you want to leave for coming generations. The inheritance of violence and tragedy or peace and harmony. It is yours to choose and yours to give. The past must be forgotten, as the burden of the past will tint the future. Dialogue is the best solution for the conflict resolution. It is the humanitarian values which are to be upheld and not the violent ones. The biggest example, my friend has quoted also, of peaceful conflict resolution in modern time is the Europe. The European Union came into being in between bitter rivals who were in harshest of conflicts. As you know, in 1940, millions were killed in Europe. You can assess yourself that how better off they are. They are harvesting the fruits of peaceful living, economic well-being, and a mixed cultural revolution. It teaches us religious and cultural harmony with lesson of coexistence in peace. It is a historical fact that area of conflict remains at economic and cultural disadvantages. The economic health remains elusive and generations to come and suffer. Here I will touch upon the role of United Nations. In the recent conflict, the resolution, some personalities have tainted their image along with that of UN also, like Kofi Annan has said recently. It is unfortunate, but you must take the matters in your own hands and decide what is better for your future, as nobody else can decide better than you that what is better for you and for children. And from this conference, I want to send message to all those countries also, those countries, those who have not signed or ratified the Charter of the United Nations Human Rights Refugee Conference and the human right for the expression for speech also, that they should ratify and sign that resolution also. And also we should respect the laws and the sovereignty of that country we live in, that we respect the laws and abide by as the respectable citizen of those countries. And I will again quote the example of European Union. You can witness that how the collective efforts are being launched for Spain, Greek, and other economic crisis-stricken nations, and how the helping hand being offered by the nations of union to pull them out of slump. I want to conclude my message with the selfless examples of my beloved leader, Olof Palme, who was the warrior for peace, justice, and love among the nations whole his life and died for this cause. I quote, as long as oppression and tyranny, occupation and terror prevails, the individuals, organizations, and the nations of East and West, South and North, to seek change in injustice. Rise against it. The human desire for freedom is difficult to suppress. In these time-tested solidarity, the hope of peace and democracy is based on people's ability to resist internal and external violence, and of our determination to jointly support the freedom struggle. Ultimately, it is common to us all. Here, during the conference today, as I have been introduced, I am a social democrat, and we believe, and your party is also a democratic party, and we believe in democracy, justice, and equality. And I have learned a lot from all of you, and especially from your great leader and my brother, dear Stalin. I have also learned that we should take one more thing in our consideration, and that I want to point out, that I felt one thing very much, that in all the delegates, when all the people we were sitting, there were only 2 women were there. I think we should take in consideration that my religion says that the paradise lies in the feet of the mother. And mother is a woman, she's a sister, she's a political lady, she's a friend, she's a wife. I think next time we should have such conferences. We should have not one, at least